This is Umar for BoxNation. We're at 20 Stories Manchester, courtesy of Eddie Hearn and Matchroom.
Up a bright light.
I'm just trying to make you look good.
I'm used to cheers. It needs more than a bright light.
Talking about 20 stories, great place here. We've heard some stories today. I'm not going to repeat them.
Yeah.
Boxing's a crazy world, eh?
I've just realised I'm literally still clipped up to Netflix, so you'll probably hear them anyway.
They've got to take some of that out, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. We're all fucked otherwise.
Sam, this is going to be a huge journey, Eddie Hearn described it to me, with Pat Brown. Old Trafford, Pat and Eddie have said one day is the ambition. And you're setting, you're reaching for the stars with Pat Brown, Sam.
Well, look, I think it sets off the way this is going to be. Like, it's not very often you see this type of hysteria around a new signing. Pat's going to put bums in seats, Umar, with his fighting style, the type of person he is. He's a brilliant talker. He's an unbelievable, ferocious fighter. So he's gonna draw a big crowd, Umar. And not just Manchester, but British boxing are going to love him.
Why?
His personality, his fighting style. He's a throwback fighter, aggressive, really like intense person, but very mature. 25 years old, very mature. Look, there's no good me just sitting there and saying it. Listen to Jamie Moore's opinion. Eddie, the whole Matchroom team that have done the research on Pat, which is the reason why there's this type of gathering for a signing. I mean, we're going to do a press conference later, and there's going to be a live audience there, and you'll see that. Look, he's going to do Johnny Fisher-style numbers for tickets, which again is freakish in itself, especially off a debut. He could even headline on his debut, Umar, which is unprecedented.
Yeah, he described...
So just like I say, don't just listen to me waffle. Just watch him and make your own mind up.
Well, you say that, but you've saved Matchroom recently, haven't you? So
say again.
I said you saved Matchroom recently.
Yeah, I told Eddie that the other day. So I saved your company.
How many fighters have you got with him now?
Don't know. It's just the way it's worked out. Like, I've got fighters with George Warren. I've worked with, love working with Frank and George. It's just the way the cookies crumbled. It's just the way it's gone.
But he's actually higher level fighters. Jack Cattrall just come in the room, said hello. Yeah. To be fair, it looks like his higher level fighters are coming from yourself.
Hamza Uddin, unbelievable prospect. Cameron Vaughn, unbelievable prospect. Pat Brown. Pat Brown.
His main headliner, Jack
Cattrall. We're missing a few here. We're missing a few. Connor Tudsbury, just signed Connor Tudsbury to Eddie. Unbelievable, ferocious puncher in the light heavyweight division. Mark Dickinson's still he's going to have a big 2025. Have I missed anybody else? I really hope not.
Yeah, otherwise you're in trouble with someone. It's right, you can check it.
Yeah, we don't want to do that because that's a liberty if I forget that. Conor Walker.
You want him to fight Echo Esserman, don't you?
Yeah, of course I want him to fight Echo Esserman because it's a brilliant fight between two brilliant fighters, all action style. So yeah, we won't go too into that, but yeah, I said to Eddie, that's the fight to make. That's an amazing fight. Midlands derby, let's get it on. We want to see the best fight and the best in one. We want to see the best styles fight the best styles. That's what we want to see.
Just quickly. Sorry, I just said Kubrat Pulev behind me.
Kubrat Pulev, Jamie Moore, yeah.
He does look like Pulev.
It's uncanny, isn't it? Does look like a big Pulev, doesn't he, Jamie?
So just quickly give
He's harder than Pulev.
Well, I wouldn't say that to Kubrat's face.
I would. I'm hiding behind Jamie Moore.
Just give me the initial roadmap for Pat Brown, please, Sam.
Just like the other fighters I have that have had the elite amateur experience. I don't want him to fight 10 Latvians with no pulse. I want him to fight people that people think there's a little bit of jeopardy there. Just good quality matchmaking that's going to get him to the destination that he's going to get to.
And why do you believe Jamie Moore and Nigel Travers the right fit for Pat Brown?
Good people, brilliant trainers. Look, Jamie Moore, underrated trainer. He should have had 2 undisputed champions in the gym at the same time, which I don't think's ever happened ever in British boxing, especially not British boxing. But if Jack wouldn't have got, we won't go too deep into that again because it's old news, but if Jack wouldn't have got dicked on the scorecards against Josh Taylor, you'd be looking at Chantel Cameron and Jack Cattrall, 2 undisputed champions in one gym. Brilliant trainer. Nigel Travers, brilliant trainer. Great team, great people.
We can't wait for this journey, and he's a hard-hitting cruiserweight who loves a scrap. I mean, anyone who says they're guilty pleasure, he's having a tear up.
Yeah.
We're in for a treat on television and across the country.
Absolutely. He's never going to be in a boring fight, impossible. And he's looking to take your head off in every fight. So Watch out for the left hook to the body.
But to be fair, like it's the first time I met him. He actually seems like a really nice guy as well.
Brilliant person, good morals, 25 years old, so mature for his age. You wouldn't think he was 25 if you held a conversation with him. Yeah, just an exciting journey, Umar, that's going to appeal to the wider public.
So something's happened on Talk Sport today whilst we've been here. What do you think of this? Simon Jordan has dared Frank Warren to have a 200-gram bet with Billy Nelson, which Billy Nelson offered up for a potential fight between Dubois and Bakole.
Yeah, but it's like what I said the other day on Twitter, Umar, when they were like, when Ben Shalom had said that Bakole's available, he's available to fight Daniel Dubois. That's like me saying I'm available for a date with Margaret Robbie. Prime Margaret Robbie from Wolf of Wall Street. It is though, isn't it? It's the same thing. He's not going to do it. There's no dough in that fight. No person with a brain cell is going to advise Daniel Dubois to fight Bakole, because Bakole's a great fighter, but he brings nothing to the table, unfortunately. And that's just the way it's been for the last few years. But Bakole needs to do more PR work around his PR. He needs to be here. He needs to be making himself busy, getting himself to shows, getting in people's space. Bakole needs to do more. They need to get a PR team around Bakole, because Bakole, before, I don't want to be clickbaited, because listen, me and Billy, we're all right, me and Billy. He's a great fighter, Bakole, and he's a fucking problem in the heavyweight division, but he ain't going to get a big fight. No one is fighting Martin Bakole unless they absolutely fucking have to fight him.
Well, someone's going to have to fight him in this IBF
Absolutely,
eliminator.
absolutely. But Daniel Dubois is not giving Martin Bakole, nobody's giving Martin Bakole a voluntary shot at the world heavyweight title. Nobody.
Well, Simon's pushing it, that fight.
Simon can push it. Simon's doing his thing with Box or whatever he's doing. And Simon's a big presence. He's a big presence. I've got loads of respect for Simon. I think he's great at what he does. But yeah, just because Simon Jordan's offered Frank Warren... Listen, Frank Warren's not bothered about a 200-gram bet. Told you, he spilt more falling out an Uber.
What a line. Who would you like to see Daniel in with next then? Joseph Parker?
Yeah, Joseph Parker. Nobody's more deserving of a world heavyweight title shot than Joseph Parker in the form he's on. So I'd like to see Joseph Parker against Daniel Dubois. I'd like to see the AJ rematch, but other than that, I would like to see Dubois fight Joseph Parker. But look, I would love to see the Bakole fight against Daniel Dubois. I'd love to watch that fight as a boxing fan, but it's not happening. It's just not happening. Business-wise, doesn't make any sense. Stan Dubois is not picking Martin Bakole for a voluntary shot. It's not happening. And I wouldn't either if I was Stan Dubois.
Can I put you on the spot?
Yeah, go on.
Give me your top 10 heavyweights in order right now.
It's hard to give it in order. So it changed top 10 right now. Usyk, Tyson Fury. Oh,
Not Dubois? 3?
I'm Usyk, Tyson Fury. On form, Daniel Dubois. I'm going to go 5.
You missed 4.
So I'm going to go 4. I am going to put Martin Bakole in there.
Wow.
At number 4.
You think he's better than Joseph Parker and Ajit Caballero?
Yeah. I'm going to put Parker in at 5. Caballero in at 6. Even though he's not beat anybody, I'm going to put Jalolov in there. Where are we now? We're on
7.
7. Have I put Caballero in?
6.
Where
You've got 8, 9, 10.
AJ. I've missed AJ out. I'm going to put AJ in there. Where are we now?
We're at 8, so you got 9 and 10. Do you put Del Boy in the top 10? He has just beaten Joe Joyce.
I know.
Oh no, you forgot. You forgot the big man from China.
Yeah, put Zhang in there. Put Zhang.
So you're left with 10 now. Derek, Joe Joyce.
It's a toss-up.
Miller.
It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
Who would you like to see Joe Joyce fight next?
Listen,
or do you want to see him retire?
I don't want to go too. Usually, I'm not swerving questions, but like the Joe Joyce I was around those years ago. So it's a while ago now. Honestly, he was in the form that would beat anybody, but there has been a dip. There has been a dip in his performances. I just want to see Joe be happy. If Joe wants to carry on boxing, and it's for the right reasons, let him carry on boxing. But I just want him to be healthy and happy, and that's all that matters to me about Joe Joyce.
He's got history with Tony Yoka.
That's the fight to make. If Joe wants to carry on boxing, that's the fight to make. 'Cause it's kind of a real... It's a kind of a real crossroads fight between those two. It's a must-win for both, but that's the fight. That's the fight to make. That's the fight to make.
Sam with a big Christmas tree in the background here at 20 Stories. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Umar. Is this my first one? Oh, you deleted our first one, didn't you?
I did. Do you remember?
It's all right.
It wasn't because you did anything bad.
Yeah.
It was just at the start.
It was that fucking boring. You just deleted it. Nice one.